Hey, welcome back, everyone. It's me, Mr. 4K. So, this is what? Day four. It's been what? 4 days? Actually, 5 days. I'm sorry. Day five. Because we're doing a chapter five. And if you have watched my live streams, you already know, like, how much I am impressed by this game. And I already talked about that through my live streams. But the most impressive part of all, it's really just how well Nintendo it's handling this game, and the use of these Joy Cons. It's almost like playing it on a V, using the Joy Cons as a motion controllers. It really works well, and once you kind of get used to it, you understand just how well this works. I would highly recommend Nintendo Switch 2 Generation Pack. As far as the graphics, um, look, man, this the fact that I'm even playing this, it's a miracle that I'm even playing this on a Nintendo Switch 2. We all should be happy that we're even playing this. But not only did we get a, here's the thing: if we got like a crappy port of a Resident Evil Requiem, then yeah, sure. Then okay, Nintendo Switch 2, it's not powerful. Then you can say Nintendo Switch 2 doesn't have the raw power that it needs. Then you can say all these things. You can easily make that judgment, right? And say, all right, you see, Nintendo Switch 2 really sucks. It's not that good. Fine, but that's not the case. This version of Requiem has exceeded my expectation. Not just my expectations, but I think a lot of people's expectations have been exceeded. But again, if we had like a shitty port, if this was like a shitty, excuse my language, shitty port, crappy port, then I understand if people want to make a judgment and say, well, then you have every right to make a judgment and say, well, this is crap. Do we have some crappy ports on Nintendo Switch 2? Yeah. Like Chronos. I expected Chronos to look better, but that's developers. Developers don't know how to utilize Nintendo Switch 2. It depends on the developer, honestly. Um, some developers, they know how to utilize the power of Nintendo Switch 2, and some they don't. We had some shitty ports. From what I heard, Chronos is really not that good looking. And it's not like looking good. It's a horror survival game made by Silent Hill 2 developers. Now, I don't know how much time did developers have to spend time on Nintendo Switch 2. Maybe they didn't have enough time to really utilize the power of Nintendo Switch 2. But what I'm trying to say is that's like the only game that I know that's like a shitty port. If you look at all the other Nintendo Switch 2 ports, they all look fantastic. Hogwarts Legacy looks amazing. All the Resident Evil games look amazing. Cyberpunk 2077 looks amazing. Let me see what else. Final Fantasy VII Remake looks amazing. The Pragmata demo I played looks amazing. So that's the surprising part, that a lot of these third-party games look great. They're not just some shitty ports. Excuse my language for using, the word shit. But they're not like shitty ports. They're like impressive, impressive ports. That's what really made me make that video where I said Nintendo Switch 2, in my opinion, is very powerful. And I made that uh, I made that opinion based on my experience in 5 months that I have been using Nintendo Switch 2. I didn't just like, all right, I'll wake up one day, I'll just make headlines and just make some video called Nintendo Switch 2 is powerful. I've spent time with this console, man. I dedicated 5 months checking everything about this console, playing all the games that they have on this console. I think I have a right to say something. I think I earn my right to say something. I think I have eligibility to say something and for my opinion on it based on the experience that I have. And that's why I made that video. I'm not saying that this is the greatest console of all time. I'm not saying that, sell your PC, sell your PlayStation 5 Pro. I'm not saying that. What I'm simply saying is, for a handheld, small device, for a small little device, that you can have something like this. Imagine if your PSP, your PlayStation Portal, was able to do something like this. Oh my God, right? You would be like, oh my God. So what I'm simply trying to say, majority of people purchased Nintendo Switch and Switch 2 because of Nintendo's exclusive games. And that is true. Majority of people purchase Nintendo console because of their exclusivity. And so did I. So did I. I didn't buy. I just want to clarify this. This is the point that a lot of you are missing. Okay. The main reason I purchased Nintendo Switch 2, not because I wanted to play third-party games. If I want to play third-party games, then I would have just stick with PS5 Pro and just have a PS5 Pro and play those games on PS5 Pro. That'll give me the best possible, experience on these third-party games. And it will if you have a PS5 Pro. The reason I purchased Nintendo Switch 2 was because of their exclusive games. And I want to play Nintendo exclusive games and all those Nintendo Classics games on Nintendo Expansion Pack. That was the reason. Because I have the nostalgia. Remember, that's what I said on the unboxing video. People say, oh, why did you buy a Nintendo Switch 2? I know I can play this on my PC. It will look fantastic on the ultra-wide screen. I know I can play this on a PlayStation 5 and the hair works and everything will look great. But the point you guys are missing is when I originally purchased Nintendo Switch 2, it was 4 exclusive games. And they have a lot of exclusives. Pokemon, Legends, ZA, Metroid Prime 4. I mean, Jesus. What else? Metroid Prime 4. Bonanza. What's it gonna? Bonanza, yeah. Donkey Kong Bonanza. Hyrule Warriors. Oh my God. Mario Tennis Fever. Mario Kart World, Kirby Air Riders, the list goes on and on and on, okay? And the upcoming Turok, the next generation Turok for Nintendo Switch 2. That's why majority of people buy Nintendo and Nintendo Switch and Nintendo Switch 2. And that was my reason why I bought it. But throughout 5 months of me experiencing this console, I also found out not only do I have these first-party exclusives to play, but also these third-party games look amazing on this console, which was a surprise because I didn't expect. I did not expect Nintendo Switch 2 to utilize these third-party games, and that developers will utilize the power and harness the power of Nintendo Switch 2 like they are. I didn't expect any of that. That Nintendo would utilize these third-party games to look really great, to look really good. That was the shocking part. Okay? No one goes out to buy a Nintendo because they want to play third-party games. People run out to buy Nintendo because they want to play Nintendo exclusive games. And that's true. I don't disagree with that. And I clearly have explained this. But what's shocking to a lot of people, and even to me, is, man, what a surprise. What a pleasant surprise that not only do we get to enjoy these first party games, but on top of the first party games, we're also enjoying these third party games, and they run really great. They look really great. That was the shocking moment. And that's why Resident Evil Requiem, it's so shocking to me. I mean, just look at some of these photos that I took. Just look at these photos, man. Look at this. That's all in-game engine. Okay? In-game engine. Yes, I know the hair works can be a little bit better. I get it. But dude, for a Nintendo, are you kidding me? This is pretty amazing. This is pretty amazing for a Nintendo. For a Nintendo console. Okay? All of this. It's pretty amazing. Yeah, I get it. I know. It could be better. But hey, we're not talking 5080 NVIDIA RTX. We're not talking 5090. We're not even talking 4080. We're not even talking, PS5 Pro or Xbox Series X. We're talking Nintendo Switch 2. And this is impressive. That we have ability to play these third-party ports to look really good. That's the whole point. And I think that's the point you guys were missing out on. Okay? And that's what I was trying to tell you. Okay, I'm going to show you some more footage. Look at this, man. Some great photos here. Look at this. Come on. Are you trying to tell me this is not good looking for a Nintendo Switch 2? And that's all I'm trying to say. I'm not like sitting here telling everybody go run out and buy a Nintendo Switch 2. It's the greatest console of all time. I'm not saying that. I'm simply trying to make a point that what a pleasant surprise. Not only do we get to enjoy the first party games from Nintendo, but on top of first party games from Nintendo and their Nintendo classics, now we also get to enjoy all these great ports like Resident Evil, Requiem 7, 8, Star Wars Outlaws, Resident Evil 7 Remake, the anniversary edition of Fallout. All of these games. It's remarkable. And we're enjoying this on a Nintendo, on a small little device, on a small little tablet. Are you kidding me? Are you going to tell me that that's not amazing? No way, dude, that I'm going to accept that. That argument. I'm sorry, that argument will not be accepted by me. Because when you say something like that, you clearly don't understand what you're talking about. While I, who have spent 5 months on this console, I know what I'm talking about. Just look at Metroid Prime and how beautiful it runs. Look at Assassin's Creed Shadows. Look at Star Wars Outlaws. The upcoming Indiana Jones that's coming. Dude, look at all these upcoming games. Pragmata, James Bond, The First Light. All of these upcoming games. Are you kidding me, dude? Those are great third-party games that we're getting on Nintendo Switch 2, on top of the first-party games that we have and on top of all the other classics that we have. That's a great value for this console. That's all I'm saying. That's a great bonus to have. That's a great value. Look at these graphics, man. Are you kidding me? Are you kidding me, dude? Look at this. Come on, man. Anyway, listen, guys. I don't want to spend too much time, you know, repeating myself about something that it's pretty much obvious. It's about something that's pretty much very clear and obvious, very clear and obvious for anyone who's watching this, for anyone who has two eyeballs that are working or ears they're also working so you can see and hear. Now, if you want to be ignorant and believe that Nintendo Switch 2 sucks, that's on you. You have that right as well. But I'm telling you, this is probably the best Nintendo console they made. Because now you will have everything in a one console. You will have all of these games, all of these third-party games, all of these exclusives, all of these classic Nintendo games in the past 40 years. You will have everything. They just brought back the Virtua Boy. I mean, they will bring also Nintendo V and Nintendo VU. Dude, they're bringing everything into this one package deal called Nintendo Switch 2. You're getting everything in this console. And that brings, not to mention backward compatible Nintendo Switch 1 games that you can play. And there's so many of the Switch 1 games. So are you trying to tell me that there's no value in that? Dude, I mean, you have to be a hater. For you to make a statement like that, you would have to be a Nintendo hater. Like, you really have to hate Nintendo to say such a stupid statement. Because a statement like that would only make you look like a hater because your statement doesn't align with the facts. Everything I just said here in 17 minutes, it's based on a fact. It's not even based on the opinion. Everything that I just said here, it's based on facts. The facts that you are seeing with your own two eyeballs. And that's what I'm here to tell you. Okay? But hey, if you don't believe me, don't just take my word for it. Trade in some old consoles you have, get yourself a Nintendo Switch 2. It's only $450. It's not like your super overpriced Steam Decks and your super overpriced Lenovo Legion Goes, okay? All right? So, go try it yourself. If you don't believe me, go ahead. Give it a try, okay? I speak from experience. I don't speak from like, ooh, I don't have this console, so I'll just shit on it. Oh, I don't have a PS5 Pro, so I'll just shit on PS5 Pro. You never heard me shit on PS5 Pro. Why? Because why should I shit on a device that I don't have? Why should I talk negatively about a console that I don't have, that I haven't experienced? I never even spoke badly about Steam Deck. If you type in my name, Mr. 4K Steam Deck, you're going to see me talking greatly about Steam Deck. It served me well at the time, few years ago. But after 5 years, I don't need it anymore. It served its purpose. It served its time. Same thing with the Xbox Series X. It served its purpose. It served its time. Okay? Same thing with the PlayStation 4 Pro. It served its purpose. It served its time. All right? But I speak from experience. Okay, that's the difference. I speak from experience. Everything I talk about, it's based on what I have experienced. I will never talk about anything that I have not experienced. Only if I have experienced the product, you will hear me talk about it. Okay. Anyway, It's 20 minutes. I just felt like I needed to like make this video just to kind of like give you a part 3, first impressions. I'm already like what 18 hours into this game. We're like halfway done with the game. We're now at the Raccoon City, and things will get interesting from here. I'll have a live stream tonight at 7 o'clock, and make sure you guys join in tonight. It'll be very interesting to see what happens in a Raccoon City here with Wesker and Gideon. I knew it was Wesker, man. Wesker, I knew that there's something to do with the Wesker. I didn't want to say it, but I knew that it was Wesker. And clearly you saw the Wesker. Here, I'll show you again. There's Wesker here. You know, there he is. There he is, right there. There's Wesker. I knew it. I knew that it was him. Okay? All right, so make sure you guys tune in tonight, and thank you for watching. Okay? Guys, I want to say one more thing. I'm not here like acting like some sort of a Nintendo fanboy. I'm not. I'm simply just being genuine about this console. Give you my genuine experience, feedback. You know, and if my feedback is triggering you, well, I can't help you, you know. But just understand, I'm speaking from a experience. I'm not speaking from not having any experience. And after 5 months, I think I have a right to say what I need to say about this game, what I need to say about Nintendo Switch 2, and everything that I have experienced with Nintendo Switch 2. I think I earned the right to have that ability to give you my genuine feedback. And that's what this is. So if you get triggered on my genuine feedback, maybe you shouldn't be watching me. Maybe you should go watch, I don't know, some sort of PC Master Race channels, or PC Master Race handheld channels, or Steam Deck channels, or I don't know, go somewhere else, you know. But I will tell you my genuine experience, what I have experienced. And I'm not acting like a Nintendo fanboy. I'm simply saying, why am I impressed? And hopefully I have made it clear why am I impressed. I think I have already made that point. You know, and I don't think I'll have to make any more videos making this point, because the point honestly already has been made. Especially with my live streams and all the other videos that I have done. Look at my Pragmata demo. Look at the Dragon Quest 2 demo. Look at all these games that I have played. Look at the Yakuza game demo. I mean, come on, man. How should we go on and on? I think I made my point very abundantly clear. And my points are made by facts and credibility, while your points are made by hearsay, while I bring credibility and back it up with videos and live streams and actually talking about the product that I have. Hands-on experience with the product. That's, my friend, that's credibility. That's facts. Okay? So whom do you think people will listen? For someone who's just a hater for no reason, hating on a Nintendo, or someone like me who actually has a genuine hands-on experience, 5 months with this console. I'm not justifying my purchase. I'm just giving you my hands-on 5 months experience with this console. That's what this is about. Okay? All right. Thank you for watching this video, and I will see you on the live stream tonight. Happy Friday, happy weekend, and I'll see you tonight. 7 p.m. 7 p.m. And I'll try to fix my chat. I need to figure out how to fix the chat. Okay, sorry about that. But anyway, thank you for watching. I'll see you on a live stream tonight.